Hey guys, here at OSMVTXreviews.com. Today we're taking a first look at the Albacomp, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, personal monitor computer glasses. These are actually the first generation of head-mounted displays. In other words, these are probably the first kind of prototype that eventually led to what people are billing as the Google Glass today. So it's the first generation of the whole head-mounted display, augmented reality, wearable computer monitor stuff that was happening in the late 90s, and it was actually researched by a team in Hungary, and I have that today to show you guys with the original packaging. But first, let's take a brief look at what's really rare and some information I found online, but it's difficult to find, difficult to compile, not much information, but you can see this is basically what it looks like. It attaches directly to your glasses, directly basically projects the image into your eye instead of providing a monitor in front of your eyes, which is kind of different. But at the time in 1998, there was a publication article from the Washington Post, and it talks about how it's interesting and usable for medical instances for doctors to see different things. It's basically like a transparent display that's floating in front of your eyes, and whenever you're looking at reality, you can also look back at your monitor, so it's something very interesting. It's by Albacomp, and how they spent talking about their stocks, about their glasses, and how much money they were spending into actually investing and pulling out stuff and researching these pair of glasses. So very interesting, especially since these are imported from Hungary. I thought that would be worth a closer look for all of you guys. So taking a look here at the packaging, it just says made in Hungary, and very generic tool-like box, kind of large for a pair of glasses if you ask me, but that's just me. Hopefully we can see what's inside by pulling out the tabs, and it seems to be the wrong way up, but let's touch this way again. There we go. There's a lot of foam padding inside, and first up we can see the battery pack. The battery pack in here was quite large. It's a leather-like material, and it basically clips onto your belt or into your accessories. On one end, it has the connection to a battery. On the other end, there is a connection to actually the glasses themselves for the video output. You can see a small red dot actually marks the place where you would actually put in the connectors. This is actually still working, so hopefully we can get some video footage going in a little while, and perhaps in more articles on our website. The other side is just connection to the glasses themselves. The battery pack actually is sitting on the other side. You can see it's a very large battery pack. Basically, I think it's just AA batteries strummed together. It's a rechargeable battery pack, however, so it's just like so. And you can see a little red dot on the side here. Tells you where to actually connect it onto your tool set, and you connect it like so. So it's one end for that and one other end for the video, I presume. And going on over here, we have a charger for the actual video pack, or if you don't want to use a battery pack, you can just plug it into the wall for the glasses directly. And you can see that, again, it has a red dot to signal where you would plug this in. This is a huge charger, so it's not very convenient for taking it with you on the road, however. So you would just charge it, I suppose, by plugging in the battery pack into the charger by aligning the red dots, and there you go. You would be ready to go. And it displays some LEDs for when it's charging and when it's complete. So it's pretty easy to use. There you go, Albacomp video controller unit. So let's put that off to the side. Taking a look, this is a smaller battery charger, which I'm not sure. Oh, it's not the battery charger, it's just a direct AC adapter. So if I don't want to use a battery pack, I can just plug this into this unit for it to be plugged in without using the battery. So this is more manageable, perhaps on the road or perhaps for bringing it with you on vacation. And also we have a pair of cables for the actual connections. And over here is a very interesting, perhaps a very humorous pair of glasses. These are included, but you don't have to use these. There's basically just a huge pair of grandfather glasses. As you can see, they don't have any prescription lens, but if you do wear glasses, you can just use your own glasses. They include this little attachment unit where you would actually put the wearable unit itself, which is right here. The unit itself comes off like this, and it comes attached again with this part, which will connect again to the battery unit aforementioned onto the other side, like so. It would plug in, And you can see how the unit itself basically just has the two LCD panels, which displays VGA quality, full VGA, which is quite impressive at the time. Basically just beams the screen directly into your eyes, and it creates a simulation of watching around I would say a 60-inch to 50-inch television in front of your eyes around at a distance of 2 to 3 feet, which is actually quite large and pretty good resolution. Actually, one of the better resolution head-mounted displays we've actually come across, unless you're looking for full HD or 720p, which you can only find in the Sony series of their video glasses that they are newly launching. But you can see how these would attach to your glasses like so. You would, this is your nose area, so you would again put this part into your glasses, and it would hook up like so. So you have your eyes watching the video, but at the same time you have transparency, so you can see what's going on around you, and you would wear them like so. You can adjust that. You can also adjust the settings as far as the distance from your eyes by kind of taking these mirrors and changing their distances from your eyes, which is kind of interesting. Now again, you don't have to use these. I say that because there is an included plastic part that's actually over here that's basically the exact same thing as what is installed on here, but it's plastic. So you can see that it just goes onto the track like so, and now you just clip these onto your pair of glasses, and then you can have the exact same thing but for your own glasses, prescription lens, which also works pretty well. So we're pretty pleased that there's a large thought process going on over there, even though this is a very pre-production sample that never was really released in terms of mass production. Over here we also have what looks like to be a connection cable for the actual video output. So we talked about how the red dot was for the power, but the other connection port, which doesn't have a orientation, is just for the video, which you plug in here and connect to your video source, such as a video direct composite port. This is a red-yellow port, so for your VGA port, or there's an adapter for your VGA port, but you can also get that to your component, your red, yellow, and white port. So most DVD players, most computers will always have that, so you can plug that in and start watching movies even in today, which is kind of interesting. And we did get it up and running, and the quality was actually pretty decent, even though quality was a little bit whitewashed, and hopefully we'll be able to see that in a second. So over here there are other adapters for the video. So for example, this one over here, in case instead of being a adapter going inwards to your DVD, you have something going outwards, you want an input using these as a regular pair of wearable basically displays, you can plug this into here, and now this becomes an input. So you can plug something into the monitor to be seen instead of going output and plugging into something else. So it's a very nice adapter set. It's also included. So this is of course something very interesting. When this was first released, I believed the pre-production model was costing the company around $700 a piece. So back in the late 90s, you can see the cost, and how today Google Glass costs around $1,000. So as far as the price range is concerned, not too much changes, unfortunately. Of course, there's a lot more technology in the Google Glass than this early model, but it's still very entertaining and very interesting to see how far we've come in terms of head-mounted display technology, virtual reality technology. So hopefully we will get this up and running in part 2. We're actually going to show you video footage. So if you're interested in seeing how it actually looks powered on, we're going to connect to a DVD player. Please click on part 2 of this video. Thanks for watching here at osandvtxreviews.com.